Okay, so in your own words, what advice would you give to someone who wants to become a music director? How would they go about getting into it?
If someone wanted to become a music director, I think the easiest thing I could say is just have a good understanding of music.
Okay.
Whether that's chords, melodies, and just good musical ideas really, and really understanding the music that you're working within. So for if you're doing like electronic, whatever it is, if you're doing electronic music, hip hop, R&B, whatever, acoustic, just study it. Study the music inside out so that you have an understanding onto kind of what works, what doesn't. And yeah, I'd say play as much music as you can. Like in my early days, I was at loads of like open mics, jam sessions, networking events. I was going to other people's gigs, seeing what they were doing. Nowadays in 2024, that could be going on YouTube and checking out people's Coachella sets, could be checking out their festival performances, their Rolling Loud performances, you know what I'm saying? Just tapping in and really seeing like what's the current benchmark, what's everyone working with, do you know what I mean?
Okay.
And just having an understanding of what's this sounding like, do you know what I mean? What's the Sonics sounding like when they go on stage and they perform, from how the record sounds,
okay.
What's different. Like that's you kind of like digging into it, and do you know what I mean?
Okay.
Having an understanding of what's in the marketplace, the scope, the playing field, and then from there you can gauge, are you good enough to do that? Or can you do better? Or can you add something of your own into this to be working on a professional level? Do you know what I mean? And then from there, it's just about the experience. Start with like small artists, get your experience up and your confidence up, and then from there you just keep building. You get the call for bigger artists, and if you keep executing, then yeah.
Would that be similar in line with, say, a production manager as well?
Now, production manager is different because production manager deals with the whole logistics of the tour.
Like how?
So, like the production manager's job is to kind of ensure that like the budgeting for each separate department is on point.
Okay.
The staffing, like you're the head of all the departments. All of the departments report back to production manager because production is producing the show. So all of those pieces, catering, musical director, stage manager, lighting, tour drivers, catering. Have I said catering already?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Catering, stage hands, technicians, gaffers, whatever. Every personnel and body, human body that's needed to make the whole machine move. All of those separate departments, tour managers, they all report to production. And production coordinates all of those pieces to move together, to move and make the whole logistics and the itinerary of everything. Like same thing what you was telling me when you saw the venue put the flooring in and this. So production would liaise with the venue and say we need to get in at this time. Do you know what I'm saying? And then they X amount of people will go and do this at this time, and the staging will do this, and they'll do and the lighting and the rigging will build this, and they'll go up and put the lights in place and before we get to sound check time. Do you know what I'm saying too? And then the musicians will come on and the technicians will try the music instruments to make sure everything's firing up. The sound engineers will make sure they got sound, and everything's coordinating. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right down to stage time.
You're right, because I think I met the production manager when I was working at a concert recently gone, and they were saying how as soon as they'd finished performing, they started pulling the stages down, but they were saying that they had stages already being built in another town, just like a good 100 miles away, before they'd even left this town yet, like sort of. So there's a lot of coordination that's got to go to make sure the smooth running of the operation carries on when they're doing their tours going around. So I do understand. Wow, that is crazy. Mental. When did you first get involved with selling multi-platinum records? Like, how did that come about?
I think my first one was in 2003.
Okay, with
Snedden. Yeah. So, and that just came from that came from just playing at every place that I could play music.
Okay.
I would make sure I was there, because I just always had this mentality. I was like, I'm 17 going on 18. I need to use my youth to go my hardest. I just knew that, like, because the older you get, the less energy you have.
Okay, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I just thought, I'm young, I'm vibrant.
Yeah.
Like, if there's something happening today where that involves music and something, like artists performing, or I need to be there. And in that time period, there was just loads going on. It's not like it is now. It's changed now. It's a bit more transactional, like performances. Artists are performing at this venue, ticket sales. Back then, because there wasn't really an urban scene built in this country, there was more like open mics.
Yeah.
There was more like independent venues with independent promoters who would just host showcases and do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, I just made an effort to just make sure I was everywhere. And then when the Snedden audition came up, I just ended up there. And like me, I've always built with artists from the ground up as well. That's the other thing. I think, like, even when you was talking about how can someone get into something, I feel like it's getting in from early doors and being part of the foundation. Because then when something gets built up and then other opportunities arise, then you're going to be first in line.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like I got involved in the project when it was early doors, and then when it came to recording, I got put into the situation because I was already had a bond with the whole team.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whereas some people might not be good at bonding, or not have good people skills, or get into the project too late where they're just maybe just brought in for a session. So yeah, I feel like I made the effort of putting myself out there.
Yeah.
Like I really made a conscious effort. Like to me, it didn't matter whether it was in West London, North London, South. I always was like, I need to make my way there.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And I made that a conscious effort to just keep turning up. And then obviously I kept wowing people as well. So that's the other thing as well. I kept really like, because like someone told me you've got to perform every time as if it's your last. And I just put my effort into everything. So people, I guess, noticed, and then it's like, you know, you swap numbers. That person remembers you. They're going to put on their own shows, and then they call you. Do you want to come and do drums at this? My friend is a singer. You're looking for a drummer for a session to record in that studio. Can you do drums? My other friend, he's having a function. Do you want to come and do? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so you just kind of like starts to circulate, and then obviously things just build and percolate.
That's great. And that's where all the big jobs come from, because it's all about who you know.
It's all about who you know. You have to have a network. So back then, that was the thing of networking. There was no Instagram, there was no Facebook, so I couldn't just like follow someone and send them a YouTube link of like, hey, check out me on YouTube and da 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 da. It was more like you had to be there, you had to perform, everyone had to see it, and then seeing is believing. Even what you were saying earlier, like some people you can try and explain something to them, but unless you take them there,
that's right,
for them to witness it, they won't understand.
Right. That's right.
And I feel like that's what those showcases did. It kind of like everything was explained and displayed for you, because you saw it live in person. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
And that was just how it was done at that period of time. Like it's not like that now in 2024. But when I was coming up, that was the thing to do. You know, you had to kind of step out, make an appearance. And people who didn't, those are the ones who haven't really made anything happen. You know, they've given up or they've gone down other routes, or do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But they never really made the effort. Like I made the effort of like kind of like life and death, bro. Like I knew like this has to work.
That's what it is for some people. It's your hustle, it's your job,
Yeah.
it's your bread and butter.
Yeah.
So it's life and death for a lot of people. So you just had to grab the bull by the horns, I suppose, and just go for it. And that's what I'm saying. It's not everyone can do that.
True.
Like not everyone can do that, and it's a shame. There's been so many artists before that I would like to have seen today in 2024 still, but they just
Didn't make it.
Through one cause or another. So to even still try and make it in this day and age, like what sets you apart from other artists? Like what defines you differently?
Yeah. What I feel defines me, I feel like it's a mixture of things, because everyone has their own unique genetic build makeup.
Yeah.
I feel like mine is a steady mix of. I feel like I'm a bit of an internet nerd. Like when I say that, I mean like I'm always on top of what's going on the internet. I seem to find things before a lot of people.
Okay.
So that to me is just market research.
Yeah.
So there's that, and then I'm very persistent. I'm passionate about what I do. I believe in what I do. And then obviously